Hey, real moment before you scroll. The first time I powered on the Hisense U8, I expected nice picture. What I didn't expect was to sit there captivated, because it didn't just look sharp, it finally felt right. That was the moment I knew my old TV wasn't just dated. It was holding me back from the experience I actually wanted. This is for the kind of person who notices when colors look washed, when motion stutters in fast scenes, when dark scenes feel gray instead of deep, and when the picture just can't keep up with your expectations. You're done with screens that try hard but never actually deliver. You want clarity, confidence, and presence, not excuses. Before we go any deeper, take a moment to check the current price and stock. Displays like this gain traction fast, and hesitation quietly turns into regret later. You knew it was time to upgrade when your old set made every bright scene feel hazy, every fast motion feel smeared, and every dark moment feel muddy. I remember watching action sequences thinking this should look sharper than this, and realizing I was watching through limitations, not into the story. That's the exact moment you realize you've outgrown compromise. The first time the U8 came alive, everything shifted. That native 165Hz refresh and VRR up to 288 just didn't make motion tolerable, it made it fluid. Highlights didn't just get bright, they popped with HDR10 plus intensity. Blacks stayed deep instead of gray mush, and 5000 nits of peak brightness didn't wash out colors, it illuminated them with authority. Once you see a panel combine brightness, depth, and precision like this, weaker screens start to look like you're watching through fog instead of into the moment. I use this TV in real life, movie nights where every shadow finally had definition, sports where motion stayed crisp instead of blurry, gaming where reaction-sensitive frames felt connected to the moment, and everyday content where upscaling didn't just enlarge, it enhanced. Even non 4K stuff looked more intentional, more detailed, more present. This isn't about chasing numbers on a page, it's the feeling when your eyes relax instead of strain, when every frame feels complete. Once you've experienced that level of presence, anything less feels like you're living with a compromise you don't have to tolerate. So here's the nudge you actually need: don't wait for perfect timing. Stock moves. Prices shift. And the regret of waiting shows up every time your current screen disappoints you again. You might think a 55-inch panel can't hold up to bigger sets. That doubt disappears the moment you sit down and visuals fill your field of view with no smearing, no hesitation, and real motion clarity that just feels right. Here's the surprise most people don't expect: once your eyes finally relax into true contrast and motion that keeps pace, even everyday content starts to look better, not just technically, but emotionally. Owning a screen like this changes how your space feels. Blacks feel deep, not gray. Motion feels fluid, not smeared. Brightness feels powerful, not harsh. Every scene feels intentional, not average. If I'm honest, premium displays reward proper lighting. And high brightness always asks for thoughtful room balance. But at some point you stop comparing specs and just choose the screen you already wanted, because every time you consider something weaker, you come back to this feeling of yes, that's real picture. Don't let this be the upgrade you put off and think about every time your old TV feels disappointing. If you're ready for visuals that finally match your expectations, check the Hisense U8 55-inch now and step into the clarity and presence your entertainment deserves.